everyone. I want to go ahead and hit on one interesting thing that could end up happening. I kind of do think that the mini iPhone will actually make a comeback at some point. Now, I don't think this iPhone is going to come back today or tomorrow, but I do think in the future, a mini iPhone, aka a small iPhone, could actually end up coming back at some point. Now, here's the thing. When you take a look at Apple's entire lineup, we can kind of see with the iPhone 16s that Apple made, the 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max, those iPhones actually end up getting bigger and bigger, right? So those iPhones ended up getting bigger than even the standard iPhone 16s. With the way things are going, I'm pretty sure Apple's going to continue making these bigger sized iPhones, and maybe they could even make a 6.4 inch and 7-inch iPhone in the future, kind of in the same body. But at some point, I do feel like there's going to be a mini iPhone Apple's going to make the people who wanted a smaller iPhone, to make it available. But I don't think this is going to be that iPhone 13 mini size anymore. I think the 13 mini size is going to end up getting bigger than before. So when we take a look at something like an iPhone, 13, iPhone 14, those ended up having smaller displays than something like an iPhone, 16 Pro that we have now. But even when you take a look at an iPhone 11 Pro, for example, the 11 Pro, the iPhone XS, iPhone 10, those iPhones nowadays could be considered a mini iPhone, even though those were big size phones at the time. And the reason for that is because those iPhones in the future ended up getting bigger and bigger. Look at the 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max. So I don't think Apple's going to make a mini iPhone like the 13 mini or the 12 mini, but I do think they could bring back that mini lineup, and I think it would rather be some size like a 5.8 inch OLED display. I think that is a very high likelihood of Apple kind of doing something like that, and that kind of makes the most amount of sense for me. So although, as of this point, we still have a very high chance of these iPhones not basically bringing that kind of stuff, I think there could be a really big moment in something you could say where, something like an iPhone 13 mini, maybe it doesn't come back in that size, but it could end up coming back in some sort of form like the iPhone 11 Pro size. Now, let's say the next iPhones bring 6.3 inch displays and 6.9 inch displays respectively. I still think in the next 2 years to 3 years, we could end up seeing these devices end up bringing those types of, that type of hardware. And I think that'd be a really crazy thing in and of itself. So personally for me, I think that in and of itself would be a crazy thing. I'm very much looking forward to these smaller iPhones coming out. I guess we'll end up seeing what kind of ends up happening here, but in terms of that kind of covers it up here for the most part. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.